On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Man, at the end of the day, how many numbers you get? How many numbers you get? How many? You know what that encouraged us to do? And it helped a lot of people even throughout their corporate career in terms of sales. It seasoned you to take rejection early. It did. Because everybody's not going to respond in the affirmative. I just listened to y'all women say, listen, if you didn't have one, you had to have this or that or whatever, whoop-de-woo. In my day, I came up in an era where we still had landlines. You know what that meant? You falling asleep on the phone. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No,
that's long, baby.
Three-way calls, right? The original three-way calls.
VCR.
Right. VCR, Betamax.
Tape recorder.
Oh, but this is what I'm saying, though. This is what these shorties don't have. They don't have the experience of actually going out and hollering at a woman and saying, man, hey, beautiful, man, you look gorgeous. Can I have a moment of your time? Or holding the door for her.
Move on to our next topic. Y'all good? Y'all ready? Kayla?
We ready.
Okay.
Stick around for the whole show. We pricing them out today.
We at a stack now, bro. We good. We at a stack now.
All right, we're gonna do it after this next topic. Have people's social skills taken a hit because of social media? Have people's social skills taken a hit because of social media? I heard somebody say yes. Why?
Yeah, it's similar to what we talked about on King Talk. In my day, I hate to sound like the old nigga, whatever. You literally had to get out and talk to women face to face. In Chicago, we had to get out to the plaza. You had to go to the mall and you had to meet girls, and then you had to or go to the rink or go to Markham or go to Screaming Wheels. You had to dance with them. You had to ask them for a dance. You had to get permission from them, which means you had to interact with them face to face. You wasn't on your PS5 in some meta universe having these conversations with what you may think is a male or female, right? So yeah, on Instagram, anybody could be anything. Anybody could do anything. Everybody is, perfect. Ain't nobody suffered no L's or no nothing. By the time, hey man, let me tell you something. By the time I got to the Greenbrier, West End, and South DeKalb was bussing. Big facts. And you had to be out there in their face. And more importantly, you had to find out what their age was. You had to. You had to find out what their age was because they looked older than what they identified themselves as. But the point being is that you had to have live conversation to be able to disseminate the person you was interacting with. Nowadays, people be on their phone, and you could be whoever to whatever. And that's why, and this is why shows like Catfish is wildly successful. Making millions. Goofy. Go ahead.
But not only that, Rilla, I'm guessing I'm referring dating. It's easier for men to send the same "Hey, beautiful" message to 20 women on one day than them actually going out and physically talking to women if they can talk to women. So it's definitely social skills have definitely went down, and we see it here on not only panels, on panels, not on these panels, but the late lives. We can kind of see the lack of communication skills people have regarding talking to women, dating wise or in that nature. So yeah, it's easier for men to get at women online than it is in person. And I've encountered that a man will hit me up on, "Oh, I just saw you out. Why you didn't say hi?" Like
I think it's harder though, Q.
Huh?
I think it's harder.
It's hard to talk.
It's harder to get at women. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing, right? But I would think, based off of what you just described, it is much harder to get at a woman online on social media than it is in person. I think that you have a higher success rate if you actually approach a woman in person than to go through the effort and sending all of these DMs and then having to try to rope her in with a conversation or something like that. right? You're much more likely to get rejected than if you present yourself in person and you actually have a conversation and go up to somebody. I think it's much more difficult. It's more convenient for you to just send out a bunch of DMs, but I think that you're much likely to be more successful if you go up to people in real life.
You said you're more successful to go up to people in real life?
You're much more likely to be successful if you go up to somebody in real life.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to consider that a lot of women are not used to being approached respectfully in real life because people are more likely to try to reach out to them in their DMs. Especially, and here's the key. Don't wait till she put on some jogging pants and she looked like she just about to try to run out and go to the gas station. If she makes the effort to get dressed up, that means that she's looking to be more social. And so when you make that, when you actually tap in with her at that time, you have a much higher success rate, or you have a chance to actually be able to make something happen. And then still just don't be desperate. All you got to do is just be social, have a conversation. Don't pay too much attention. You know, help her to understand that, yo, I'm paying attention to you and I think that you dope, but you ain't got to be thirsty. And it's just having balance and temperance, and you'll be successful all day long. It ain't even that hard.
But some men, you say that, Anton, because how you operate, you're suave, you have good communication skills, you're friendly, but you say it's not hard, but clearly you've seen it. It's hard for men.
Yeah, they have a hard time getting their courage up.
It's hard for men because they haven't been in the field.
True.
They online.
True. That's why social skills have taken a hit.
Feet to the
but yeah, no.
Go ahead, Darnell.
Wait. Rilla didn't finish. Rilla, go ahead.
No, my bad.
I was actually handing off to Darnell, but I was just saying, I'm just saying for my day, fam. Listen, you had to take them L's. If a woman didn't, accept your invitation, it is what it is. Y'all taught us that. No means no, right? Cool. So you move to the next one. Then you know what you would do with your homeboys? Because if your homeboy wasn't your wingman, you know what you would do with your homeboys? Hey man, at the end of the day, how many numbers you get? How many numbers you get? You know what that encouraged us to do? And it helped a lot of people even throughout their corporate career in terms of sales. It seasoned you to take rejection early. It did. Because everybody's not going to respond in the affirmative. I just listened to y'all women say, listen, if you didn't have one, you had to have this or that or whatever, whoop-de-woo. In my day, I came up in an era where we still had landlines. You know what that meant? You falling asleep on the phone. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No,
that's long, baby.
Three-way calls. Right? The original three-way calls.
VCR.
Right. VCR, Betamax. But this is what I'm saying, though. This is what these shorties don't have. They don't have the experience of actually going out and hollering at a woman and saying, man, hey, beautiful, man, you look gorgeous. Can I have a moment of your time? Or holding the door for her.